Hello and welcome to the Startline podcast with me, Beth Espy. This is where we get behind the scenes with road racers, from signing up for events and prepping their bikes to finding the funds and making the dream a reality. We're going to follow riders all with one goal in sight: to line up at the Manx Grand Prix in 2026. So, one of the things I'm always amazed about is how well people from around the world know the Isle of Man and especially know the mountain course. In this episode, we're going to meet a young motorcycle racer from Austria. He shares his journey into the world of road racing, including his aspirations to compete at the MGP next year. He discusses the importance of family support and the challenges of balancing work and racing, and also highlights the significance of physical fitness and learning the track, as well as the language barriers he sometimes faces as a non-native English speaker.
Okay, so my name is Thomas Altendorfer. My nickname is Uccio. I am 28 years old and I live in Walding in Austria, in Upper Austria in Europe. And yes, I started racing in 2017 with some track days. And then I got to the hill climb racing, which is like 5 minutes away from home. And then in 2023, I started road racing in Czech Republic.
Okay, tell us then about this nickname, because maybe it's lost in translation for me a little bit. What is it and how did that come about? What does it mean?
Yes, okay. So the best friend of Valentino Rossi is Uccio Salucci. And before I started racing, I was a mechanic for two family members of mine. And every other rider called me, "You're the Uccio of them." That nickname sticks with me since, I think, 20 years now.
Oh, that's brilliant. So you've only really been road racing then for a couple of years. Just how did the Isle of Man come up on your radar? When did you realise that you wanted to do the MGP?
Yeah, so I always wanted to do the road races, but I just wanted to make sure I did enough track days to be safe, and like the Isle of Man was unreachable for me. And then I met up with David Datzer and Julian Drummer, and both of them said, "Come on, just give it a try." And then I said, "Yeah, okay, I will do it. I will have to think about it." And now we will try it for next year.
Oh, that's brilliant. I mean, I know before we started this, you sort of say that your English isn't brilliant. Honestly, it sounds absolutely amazing. But to have those people that you can talk to, I guess they both speak your own language. That must be really helpful.
Yes, it's really helpful. And they have the right connections for me to get all the informations I need. And I was with David on the island in February. So he got me around and he showed me the track. And also Julian is helping me a lot with informations, with connections, and with like what training I should do, how I should learn the track. And we will meet up again. And that's really helpful from them.
So you've been over to the Isle of Man a couple of times then, because I think I met you at Derby Day, didn't I? Which was just phenomenal. The sun was shining. It was absolutely packed. And it's great for someone like you to see the Isle of Man like that.
Yeah, it was perfect. So I don't understand always thinking about the bad weather on the Isle of Man because I had a sunburn. But it was really nice. It was my first time seeing bikes on the Isle of Man. So I was to the Manx Grand Prix this year and I got to know Jamie Williams, which is riding the European road races too, where I do my racing. And he was so kind and introduced me to a few people and he showed me the bike and all the techniques, and that was really helpful and really perfect. And I think nobody is perfect. Better to learn from as the winner of the Manx Grand Prix. So it was really helpful, yeah.
Yeah, he had a pretty good MGP, didn't he? And again, it's just, I think the thing about Jamie, when he won, there was just so much joy there. He was so, so happy. And I think he's obviously had a difficult year or so. And I think many road racers do. I don't know what your journey has been like bike racing so far, but it's not an easy sport to be in.
No, it's all not easy because it's so much money goes into the sports and the reward is like nothing, but we do it all with full joy. I think Jamie is one of the biggest examples how a comeback can work. He had a real bad crash last year and now he is on the top, and that's really inspiring to see.
So you mentioned that you did some mechanicking for members of your family. So have you always grown up around bikes then?
Yes, my dad was a marshal at the 500cc World Championships and for the Formula One. And like I said, there's a hill climb race 5 minutes away from my home. And I was a marshal there too. And at some point, I decided I want to go racing by myself.
What did your dad say about that?
Yeah, he was like, when I bought my first bike, I was an apprentice, and he bought the bike with me, but never raced it. And yeah, he's like really into racing. He likes racing very much, and he supports me as much as he can. And only my mom was a little bit, furious, let's say that. She was not very happy that I started racing.
And I guess you can understand it. I mean, you've already mentioned, it is and it can be quite a dangerous sport. So it must be so difficult to watch your child out there.
Yeah, but it's okay for her because I only crashed once and I only broke my collarbone. So that's okay. And she knows I ride safe. So that's the good point.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's it, isn't it? And it's really important that you know your own limits and that safety is that important to you. When you did break your collarbone, was the recovery okay?
Yeah, it was completely okay. So it was in July, and I think I was back on the bike in August or September. Everything worked perfect. I got a metal plate in it, and I think it was on the same day as Marc Marquez broke his arm in Jerez. It's a long time ago. Recovery was not that bad, and yeah, was only a small little crash in the rain. So no problems with that.
Just a little scratch. It was fine. How much of your life then is spent around bikes at the moment?
Yeah, I think 100%. So we are going to I did the European Hill Climb Championship this year. So we went to Italy, 2 races in Austria and 1 in Germany. And I did a lot of road races in Czech Republic and 1 in Germany, 1 in Slovakia. And the rest of the preparation goes into the gym. So I have to be prepared for next year. And normally I ride super bikes. This year I bought a Super Sport to prepare myself for the Manx Grand Prix. And just for fun, I did some hill climb races with a 2GP, which was like a lot of work in the workshop, but it was fun this year.
And you mentioned, obviously, it is very expensive. How do you pay for all of this?
Yeah, I work as much as I can, and I put all of the money I earn in my work into racing. Yeah, and my girlfriend helps me also with all the expenses for racing. So we do it together. It's her hobby too. I can't do it without her. And she's my mechanic, she's my cook, she's my driver, she's my tire manager. So she does everything. And we do nothing else than racing.
Well, she sounds amazing. What's her name?
Her name is Nadine, and we are together since, I think, 10 years now. And yeah, she's delighted when we got to the island. She don't like the weather there because it was too cold for her, even if the sun was shining. But yeah, she was worried at the first bit when I said I wanted to race the Isle of Man, but now she is completely behind me and she wants it too.
Well, that's really important to have that backing. And will she, if you are at MGP next year, will she be part of your team then?
For sure, 100%. I think I only did 1 race without her. The rest went good, but like a part is missing when she's not here. She does everything. She cleans my helmet. She does the fuel, the tire pressures, the tire warmers. So I feel like a professional rider when she's around. So that's perfect.
It really sounds perfect. And you mentioned all your money from work goes into this. What do you do for work?
I work in the commissioning of train track building machines. So I'm a mechatronic technician. Is that the right word? I hope so.
I think so, yeah. Wow, that sounds really exciting. How did you get into that?
Yes, it's one of the biggest companies in Linz, and I always wanted to work for them because the work is like, there are some sort of machines which you don't get to see every day, and it's not every day the same work. And I really love it, yeah. I like it a lot.
And I guess, again, that sort of gives you a bit of joy, doesn't it? Because if you were doing a job that you didn't love and all the money had to go into racing, that would be different. But it's great that it's something that you really do love. Yes.
I can only imagine to go to a work where I can work with race bikes. That would be the only chance, but no, just kidding. I like it. I like the colleagues, and the money is good. And also with the holidays, I can go to the races, and I can take my holiday on Friday and Monday. So that's really good.
So how long does it take you from where you live? I mean, you mentioned there is some sort of racing around you, but the rest of it, you have to travel quite a bit. So how long does that take?
Yes. So in this year, as I mentioned, I did 1 race in Italy, and I think it's a 14-hour drive one way to get down there. And like for a hill climb race, it's 5 times per weekend. going up the hill and then going back home. So it was not very worth it, but it was good. So I became second in the championship. So that was worth it. And all the other races are like drives from 4 to 10 hours away, but it's okay. But the Isle of Man is like difficult to reach from Austria.
Yeah, how do you get over here with bikes? Have you got that planned yet?
I haven't got the plan yet because I wanted to join a team for my first time on the Manx to see how everything works and to get like experts on me to teach me and get some talks to some different teams. And I think I will have the chance to join one of them, yes.
Okay, so I guess you're keeping that a little bit quiet at the moment until you know what's happening.
Yes, I'm still waiting as everybody else on the confirmation if my entry is accepted or not. And when this is sorted out, I can sort the rest out. And I prepare my own bike as well, as if I go by myself to the island. Yeah, let's see what happens. No stress until now.
Yeah, that's really important, isn't it? What is it like waiting for that news?
Yeah, that's exciting. That's nail biting. So I refresh my emails every day. If I don't get accepted, I will take another chance next year. 1 year more of preparation. But it would be really, really good for me if I can do it this year.
Yeah, it will be brilliant to see you over here. And if you are part of a team, I guess some of the pressure is taken off. But have you got your own sponsors as well?
Yes, some of them will help me preparing the bike, like Race Tech. They are helping me preparing the engine, and Rema is helping me preparing the suspension. Then I have some personal sponsors. And Thomas Royce is a woodworker who gives me some money and some set of tires, and that's what it's like. No money is earned with our sports, but every little bit helps. And we will set up a page in the winter to help me and myself and some fans to get near to me and like a member club. So every bit helps, and I think that's the way to do it.
And what about things like leathers? Have you got those all sorted, or will that depend on what team you're in?
Yes. So we will do some special leathers, I guess, for next year. And the guy, Andy Burgschachner, AB Moto, is like a sponsor of me. And we will have a good think about what we can do for next year to get some attention with our leathers, yeah.
Yeah, bright colours, maybe a couple of 3 legs on there, do you think?
Yeah, something like that. I also put the 3 legs on my helmet now. And even I got a tattoo of them, so like everything goes into it. And yeah, safety is a big thing. And Andy is always helping me prepare everything and setting up my leathers, boots, helmets, gloves. So that's really important for me.
And you've got a tattoo of the 3 legs already. That's amazing. Do people ask you about that?
Yeah, a lot. As we were there in February with the Race Testing 4 team, Christina Jakisch, David Datzer, Finn Chapman, and myself, we said we need an accessoire from our first visit of the Isle of Man. So we did the tattoo, and I want to put in like a time of finish or something like that, my best lap time or something like that in the future.
Oh, brilliant. So you all got it done over here?
Yeah.
You're listening to the Startline podcast, and today we're with Thomas Altendorfer. Obviously, you've been over on the island a couple of times this year, but it's not easy for you just to pop over and do some laps of the course. So how are you learning the mountain then?
Yes, so I was over twice this year, and I did like 40 or 50 laps in a rental car. Even in the week from the Manx Grand Prix, I think I did 25 to 30 laps with my girlfriend. So she knows the track as well. And yeah, I'm preparing with a lot of onboard videos while doing the gym. And I'm doing the PlayStation game a lot. And I think it's not one day where I don't watch onboard for at least 1 lap.
And who do you like to watch?
Not the David Todd videos. That's too fast for me. No. There are some videos like the Danny Webb with the 2-stroker and one which is commentated by Milky, and some slower laps like 110 or 150 miles is like enough for me. Some super twin laps, I like to watch them. And yes, that's the way I think I will do it.
And do you think you could name quite a few of the parts of the course now?
Maybe yes, not all of them, and some sound quite similar. But no, I think it's good to know the names as well, because if somebody tells you it's stamp over there, you should know where you come to. And yes, I think learning the track is very difficult, but I'm in a good state now.
How good are you at the PlayStation game?
I don't know how good the others are, but I can do 128 miles per hour lap on the super sport. So I think that's fast enough.
Yeah, I think you're doing pretty well there, because I don't think I can get past Bray Hill. But anyway, we talked a little bit at the beginning, talking about having Julian Trummer and David Datzer who can help and support you, and especially, like I say, the language side of things. How difficult do you find that sometimes, with English not being your first language?
Well, I think it's okay as long as the people talking to me talk slow. Then it's pretty good. I'm having difficulties with some of your podcasts, with some of the languages, to understand them very well. But if I concentrate enough, I will understand everything. And like talking to other people, I think it's learning by doing. Just talk to them, and if you don't find the word, get a translator out and just put it in. It's not the biggest problem for me.
It must be tricky, I guess, when people have got quite a strong accent, as some of the podcasts that we've recorded with people, they do. Yeah, honestly, though, your English is amazing. Did you learn it at school? Was that a thing that you had to do?
Yes. In Austria, the second language is English. And I went to school for 8 years. I had English for 8 years. And I have to use it in work too, because we are a worldwide company. And I try to listen as much to English, like when MotoGP is on, I try to listen to the English commentary, or Superbikes, or at the TT, or the interviews. So I try to learn as much as possible. Yeah.
So what is life looking like for you in the next few weeks then? Is your bike racing all over for this season?
Yes, it's over since middle of September now. I will go to work as much as possible, then go to the gym as much as possible, and prepare the bikes for the next season as well. And I will make a plan in the next couple of weeks what to do next year. So I guess it will be one of the races from the new European road racing series with my superbike, and some smaller races again in Czech Republic, because the costs are low, and don't have to drive to Belgium or something like that. And of course, I like the Czech people. Like, the Czech crowd is crazy good. And yeah, that's the way I will do it over the winter. Work, gym, and workshop.
And the gym side of things is really important, because you have to be so physically fit. How much time do you spend working in the gym?
Yeah, so I'm a real tall guy, and like a little bit chubby, but I lost 20 kilos over the last 2 years, and I want to lose another 10 more this winter. So I go to the gym like 3 to 4 times a week if possible, and try to eat as clean as possible. Like, it's your lifesaver over there. So don't waste any time. Go to the gym.
And are you on social media then? Can people follow how you're doing?
Yes, but the best thing is on Instagram. My name there is Uccio23, UCC_23. I will post some onboards, some behind the scenes videos. And for next year, the plan is to do like a little bit of a vlog style from Austria to the Isle of Man or something like that. And we will post it up there and on YouTube. And the link is on the Instagram page.
Wow, that's brilliant, because people love to see what goes on behind the scenes. And it's, there is so much to learn. Obviously, you're still waiting for the news about whether your entry has been accepted, but you've got all the regulations to think about and that side of things. How do you find that?
Yes, so I studied like the Manx Grand Prix homepage as much as I can. And I talked to David and Julian, and Julian's team boss from TC Racing. He gave me like tons of informations when I was there, and I tried to figure everything out, how to build up the bike and how to set up like the team with all the fireproof suits and everything you need. We are not used to have them in Europe, because obviously we don't have to fuel up the bike during a race. And I try to take as much as possible. And if my entry is not accepted, I will just continue the same way. It doesn't depend on that. Maybe I will try it again the next year. But like I said, just focus on the real good things and on the racing for next year.
Yeah, because just thinking that the pit stops then are going to be something that's quite new for you. How can you practice that?
That's a good question. I haven't thought about this. also the pit limiter and everything. So this is like, I've watched one race from the starting line just to get to know the procedure of a pit stop. And I think like this is one of the things I wanted to get told by like experienced riders or something like that. They can teach me how to do that properly. And also if I need my own mechanics, we will go to an experienced team and just ask them how we should do that.
Wow. So there's a lot to learn, but we really hope you get the news that you're going to be here next year on the start line and that you and your girlfriend can all plan towards that. We'll put your links to the social media on the podcast page, Thomas, and hopefully catch up with you when you've got some good news, fingers crossed.
Thank you. Yes, I will hope to hear you soon.
Wonderful. And is there anything that you're asking for Christmas this year?
The confirmation for the Manx Grand Prix 26.
No other presents needed.
No.
Brilliant. We'll catch up again with you soon, Thomas. Thank you so much.
Thank you too.
Oh, how brilliant to catch up with Thomas there. And again, just that wait now to see whether or not his entry is going to be accepted. We wish him all the very best for the next few months. We will be catching up with him as soon as he's got some news. And the links to his social media page, as usual, are on the podcast page. So do give him a follow. Thank you very much indeed for listening to this episode of Startline. Do take some time to find the riders on social media. Your support is very much appreciated. And if you'd like to get in touch with me and be part of the podcast in the future, you can email beth@startline.im. Until next time, take care. Bye-bye.